Okay, next situation. The archer aiming to release the arrow in figure BAA-15 as the archer pulls the cord. Assume that the bow is rigid. Given the properties of the cord, diameter is 6 mm, modulus of elasticity is 250 megapascals, and you're given the dimensions A equals 300, B equals 400, and C equals 200. Calculate the strain of the cord. That's for number one, strain of the cord. So, ano nga ulit yung strain? Strain is the change in length over original length. Okay? And how do you compute the change in length? Or basically, change in length is the deformation, di ba? Deformation over original length. So, how do you find the deformation? Well, in this case, dahil ito yung initial position ng cord eh. So, ibig sabihin, yung original length niya, ito, which is 700. Okay? Ngayon, binatak mo. So, malamang humaba yung chord. Di ba? Dahil humaba yung chord, meron siyang final length. And all we have to do here is to calculate the final length to define the deformation. So, ang final length natin would be, ito meron tong length, na tawagin mong L1. Ito rin meron tong length, L2. So, bali yung final length is just L1 plus L2. And how do you solve for those? Well, you can notice that you can create here a right triangle na ang base ay 200, tas ang height ay 400. At ganun din sa ibabaw. Okay, ang base ay 200, ang height ay 300. So we will just use Pythagorean theorem to calculate each. So we have square root of 200 squared plus 300 squared plus square root of 200 squared plus 400 squared. So the final length gives us so 807.77. So therefore, ang strain na hinahanap natin would be, di ba ito, is final length minus initial length. So final length is 807.77 minus 700 over 700. And that gives us 0.154. That's our strain. Okay, next. Calculate the tensile stress of the lower chords. Ano yung tensile stress? So number 2. Okay, so dahil binatak mo to, no? So malamang meron ditong tension. Meron din ditong tension. Okay? And all we have to do is to calculate those tension. But how do we do that? Eh, hindi natin alam kung ano yung force na in-apply. Okay? So ngayon, lalaroin natin ng kaunti yung mga formula. Okay? So yung formula natin for the axial deformation, di ba ganito? PL over AE. Okay? Note that P over A here is your stress. Okay, so ibig sabihin, you can also rewrite this formula as stress L over E. Okay, and from there, we should be able to calculate yung stress. Okay, so we will just define kung ano yung L, yung E naman ay given. Well, the deformation for the lower portion, no, can be calculated as yung L2 minus yung initial length. At ang initial length ng lower portion ay 400. Okay, and that is square root of 200 squared plus 400 squared minus 400. So that gives us 47.21. Okay? And then from there, let's equate that sa sigma L over E. So we have 47.21 equals stress sa lower, sa tawagin natin na sigma 2. Yung L natin sa lower, di ba, 400 over E. Yung E ay 250. Okay? And from there we can solve for the stress. So this is in Newton. Okay, so this is in Newton. So therefore, kapag divide mo ng 1,000, that gives you kilonewton. So 29.51. Sorry. Um, Balikan ko lang. So this is megapascal pala to. Ano nga pala to? Naka nakaano nga pala tayo dito. Megapascal na pala to, guys. So hindi na natin to kailangan mag-multiply ng 1,000. Okay, so megapascal lang yun, no? So supposedly from here times 250 lang over 400. Okay, ayan, 29.51 megapascal lang yan. Okay, and our answer for number 2. And then number 3, calculate the horizontal force applied. So ano na daw yung horizontal force na in-apply? Okay, so para ma-compute natin yung horizontal force, kailangan muna natin kunin yung tension dito, tsaka yung tension dito. Okay, so ano ba yung tension doon sa ilalim muna? So nakuha natin yung stress, di ba yung stress na to ay equal naman sa force over area. Okay, and in this case, binigyan naman tayo ng diameter. Ayun, the diameter ng cord is 6 mm. So we can solve for the tension. So we have 29.51 equals P2 over pi over 4 times 6 squared. So we can solve for tension sa lower. So ito naka-Newton. So 834.33. Okay, and kailangan din natin yung tension doon sa ibabaw. So doon sa ibabaw naman, we will repeat the process. Kunin natin yung deformation sa ibabaw. That is L1 minus 300 yung initial length ng ibabaw. And that is square root of 200 squared plus 300 squared minus 300. So deformation sa ibabaw ay equal sa 60.56. And then equate natin to sa sigma L over E para makuha naman yung stress. Pero actually, pwede na tayo mag-PL over AE, diretso. Total, hindi naman hinahanap yung stress. So, P, which is P1, tapos L, which is, ang initial length ng ibabaw, di ba, ayan o, 300. 300 over area, 6 squared, tapos E. Ayan. So, we can solve for P1. That's 1,426.8 Newton. Okay? And then, from there, we can now analyze dito sa joint na to. Okay, so pag nag-analyze tayo doon, ito yung dulo. So, ito yung T1, ito yung T2. Ito yung F. Okay? As you can see, simpleng summation of forces horizontal lang, makukuha na natin yung force. Ang slope nito, kung babalikan natin sa figure, that's 200 by 300. So, 2 by 3. 2 horizontal, 3 vertical. Tapos, square root of 3 squared plus 2 squared. That gives us square root of 13. Ito naman, ang slope nito ay 2 horizontal, 4 vertical. So this is square root of 2 square root of 5. Okay, so summation of forces horizontal, we have F is equal to T1 times 2 over square root of 13 plus T2 times 2 over 2 square root of 5. And that gives us the horizontal force. Ito pala. 1426.8. Napagbaliktad ko yung T1 and T2. And then yung T2 natin is 834.33. Ayan. So 1164.57 newtons. Okay, so that will be our answer for number 3. So that's how we solve this problem.